It's that time again, guys. 2020 Apple Watches, here we go. So over the years, we've been used to some of the best smartwatches in the game from Apple, and this year, with all its features, it's no different. The Apple Watch Series 6 and the Apple Watch Series SE model are both packed with, I would say, features that you would expect from Apple as a company when it comes to innovation year on year, but not the most advanced or separating factors between the previous lineups. However, as you can see, the price on the SE is very refreshing, and we'll touch on that later on. But what we're going to focus on are, of course, those specs on the two watches. So perhaps the most innovative feature comes from, of course, the Series 6 this year, and it is a way in which, through lights from the actual watch itself, it focuses on your blood color and therefore your oxygen levels within the blood color. So coming up, you'll see a more detailed description of this, but basically this feature, I can see how it can maybe perhaps sway people that are on Series 3, 4s to jump up. Maybe not so much the Series 5 users, because other than this, there's not many other huge steps up going or taking place with the Series 6. So this next feature perhaps really highlights how Apple are focusing this time round on trying to better the finer details, and this time the ECG app has been one of the most popular apps with the Apple Watches, and this year is no different. In fact, this year it can inform somebody more accurately of their heartbeat details. And this theme of just trying to better those finer details with the Series 6 carries on with the other features. Now we recognize that it's a smartwatch as well as a fitness app, so no matter what the exercise you want to do, the Apple Watch Series 6 will give you an idea on how to perform that exercise for your particular goal. Along with this is something which I personally like. It's the fact that the screen gets 2.5 times brighter outdoors, even when your wrist is down. This is very helpful because there are a lot of runners out there who use Apple Watches, and on the go they can just snap up the wrist and the screen, I guess, will not phase them or become dim in that respect. Also, a neat feature is the fact that the Series 6 can track somebody's elevation changes in real time. So yeah, I have to say this watch once again has not maybe perhaps taken the biggest steps, but the small steps they did take may make a big difference in somebody's lives. So that could be the reason to consider the Series 6 this year. So what about the SE, the one with the lower price tag, the easier to finance watch of 2020? Beginning with something not so serious, and those colorful bands are what's introduced newly to the SE, the first SE, mind I point out, for the Apple Watch lineup. So it comes in a choice of silver, gold or space gray, all in 100% aluminium. So I think Apple are really trying to promote the fact that you can ideally wear this, as it's got easy fitting. There's no buckles or clasps on this model of the iPhone Apple watches, and really that adds to the practicality and the usability of who their target audience is, which is the interesting part, because they have introduced a feature which they haven't had in, I don't think, any of the previous products, not just watches, and that is the ability to connect the whole family to the Apple Watch atmosphere. And as you can see, what this means is that without any child having an iPhone, they can still have a Apple Watch SE and connect with their parents through, messages, iMessages. They have the capability of using their cards without, I guess, physically losing them, and they can do this by how you would do a normal NFC contactless purchase. And they are really trying to, I think, target this at the sort of younger generation, because of the fact that a lot of parents may not give their kids phones, but they don't see the harm in giving them a smartwatch. So if it's a GPS model, it won't have the capability of calling, but it has all the benefits of the Watch Series SE. And don't get me wrong, that's not to say that the Apple Watch SE model is not packed with features. It's got the S5 chip from the Apple Watch Series 5, and for the price you're getting this watch at, that's an absolute steal really. And also it comes with a 50 meters water resistance, so you are getting features which stand out. It's just that obviously their target audience does put a emphasis on where they are trying to go with this watch. And where they are trying to go is two things: price and practicality, the two P's, because practically this is a brilliant choice for younger people, and also this is a great price for people in that category. As you can see here, compared to the Apple Watch Series 6, there are a few critical things missing from the SE model. In your head, what you have to work out, I guess, is if price is a factor or if new features are an objective. Because the Apple Watch SE provides you with a great price along with features that are found in some of the new or recent Apple Watches, whereas the Apple Watch Series 6 focuses more on those added, refined, extra input features. Therefore, overall, I would say it's a personal choice, of course, but the best choice for me would be to go for the Apple Watch Series SE, the first ever one, because for me, I come in from a value perspective, and looking at this chart itself really outlines the value. You have the SE coming in at just about £50 more than the Apple Watch Series 3, and then you have a huge jump in price with the Apple Watch Series 6. Given that the Apple Watch Series SE has the same processor chip inside it as the Apple Watch Series 5, which only came out not too long ago, I would definitely recommend this watch. And along with its features, you're looking at a different audience and a different way to use your smartwatch. So therefore, the Apple Watch very first SE model is my pick of the bunch.